All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into some tech that's changing our world, literally from the ground up. We're talking about AgriWise, this incredible app that's like having an AI doctor for your crops right in your pocket.
So it all boils down to this one simple but really powerful question. How can a single photo, just one picture, save an entire harvest? I know it sounds a little like magic, right? But for more and more farmers out there, it's becoming a reality. All thanks to some seriously smart tech.
Now, to really get why this is such a huge deal, we need to step into a farmer's shoes for a second. We've got to understand the constant, high-stakes battle they're up against every single day.
You know, for a farmer, a plant isn't just a plant. It's their livelihood. It's what contributes to all of our food security, right? So when they see a mysterious little spot on a leaf, it's not just some blemish. No way. It could be the very first warning sign of a disease that's about to spread like wildfire and threaten an entire season's worth of work.
So what are you supposed to do in that situation? Well, the old way, the traditional way, means waiting for an expert to come out to the farm, and that costs precious time and money. The other option? You basically take an educated guess. And here's the challenge. Any delay is expensive. Real expertise is hard to find. And if you guess wrong, you could end up with a treatment that wipes out the crop just as fast as the disease would have.
Okay, but this is exactly where AgriWise comes in and just completely changes the game. Think of it less like an app and more like having an expert right there in your pocket.
So what is it really? At its heart, AgriWise is using AI to do the work of a plant pathologist, a plant disease specialist. It gives farmers instant access to knowledge that until now was super hard and really expensive to get your hands on.
And get this, the whole process couldn't be easier. A farmer sees a problem. They just pull out their phone, snap a picture of the plant. Then the app's AI gets to work analyzing that image in just a few seconds. And boom, they get a full diagnosis and a clear plan for what to do next. It really is that fast.
So how in the world does it do that? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the AI that's doing all the heavy lifting. This, right here, is where the real magic happens.
The power of this AI is really in its incredible range. It's been trained on this massive database of images, so it can tell the tiny, subtle differences between, say, a fungal infection, a bacterial disease, or even just a lack of nutrients in the soil. For a farmer, this means it's not just a one-trick pony. It's a full-on diagnostic toolkit.
And it's so much more than just getting a name for the disease. The app gives you this complete report. We're talking details on how severe it is, what the root cause is, and even what stage the disease is at. This isn't just an ID, it's a complete health checkup for the plant. It gives the farmer literally everything they need to know to make a smart decision.
Okay, so getting a diagnosis is huge, right? But knowing what to do about it, that's everything. And that's the next critical piece of the puzzle, turning that knowledge into action.
See, the app doesn't just leave you hanging with the problem. It gives you a whole playbook of solutions. And this part is key. It gives you options. You've got organic remedies. You've got targeted chemical treatments for the really bad cases. And it even suggests bigger picture stuff, like changing your crop rotation or managing your soil better to build healthier plants for the long haul.
But you know what's even better than treating a disease? Preventing it in the first place. And AgriWise helps with that too. It's proactive. It gives farmers detailed strategies to manage their soil and water so they can stop these diseases before they even get a chance to start.
And this highlights what might just be one of the smartest, most thoughtful features of the whole app. Sure, the AI analysis needs an internet connection to work its magic. But once you have a diagnosis, your entire history is saved right there on your device, fully offline. For farmers in remote areas where a good signal is a total luxury, this is an absolute game changer. Because, problems don't wait for a signal. And with this feature, AgriWise doesn't have to either.
So when you zoom out and put all of this together, what does it all mean? It means we are watching the digital future of farming unfold right here, right now. Okay, take a look at this number, 90 plus. Any guesses what that could be?
That's the number of languages AgriWise supports. Over 90. Think about that. This isn't just a tool for one country or one region. It's built for the entire world, breaking down language barriers and putting this critical knowledge into the hands of farmers in their own native language, whether that's Bengali or Spanish or Swahili.
And that's the ripple effect, right? When you put this kind of knowledge directly into farmers' hands, it leads to better crop yields, it leads to more sustainable farming. So this one piece of technology ends up supporting the farmer, strengthening our global food supply, and yeah, helping the planet.
When you boil it all down, what AgriWise does so brilliantly is it bridges that gap, that sometimes massive gap between super sophisticated AI and the real, practical, day-to-day needs of a farmer. It takes AI and makes it a genuinely useful tool you can use every day.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. If AI can become a farmer's best friend, their most trusted tool in the field to help feed the world, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What's the next huge challenge that we're going to tackle with technology?